things are not okay, but there are things that are happening. Like, I mean, I wish there was more of a push and people were angrier, because I think it's not even about taking CO2 out of the air. It's like how much we're extracting from the earth, and that, like, that's going to, in my view, based on no science at all, but it will just help the earth itself get warmer. If we're taking out all of this oil, like, there are going to be consequences. And I think we're very short-sighted beings, whereas, like, you're seeing all of the justified protests and people up in arms about everything that's happening over in Israel right now. And I wonder why we're not doing that every weekend for climate.
It's an
Like all of these oil companies and gas companies. Sorry, go ahead.
No. You're absolutely right. It's at the end of the day, whether it's a political issue or it's around building a better environment or sustainability or whatever the cause might be. I think up until recently, it's been a lack of access to information. We've had the internet for
Mm,
what, 20-ish years, but most of that time we've spent watching cat videos. It's only very recently that we've used the internet to really capitalize on proper information, informing ourselves, educating ourselves on things that are going on around the world. And I know for a lot of people, that's super overwhelming because it was very nice to just hide in your bubble and say, "Oh, I didn't know." But now, with that access to information, we know very well all the conflicts happening right now, and it's not just one particular area. There's many things going on around the world. So, with that, even though we're
right.
sort of in that getting overwhelmed phase right now because of the over inundation of information, I'm super hopeful that people will take that. Um, I hate to say like the younger generation because that absolves anybody else of having to do anything. So I'm not going to say that, but I think they're
Yeah.
really leading it, especially with apps like TikTok, which governments in the West absolutely hate. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I think a lot of that is because there's access to so much more information than we ever had before. That is what's going to galvanize people to get up and be active around whatever cause it might be. And we're already seeing that happening. Hopefully, it gets
Right.
to the point where there's much more informed information that's getting out, because certainly it's kind of a wild west right now. But we have access to information like never before, and we're capitalizing on it like never before.